Welcome to our live stream here on YouTube. It's a Monday morning, the 20th of April, making it 420 day, and some people are celebrating the heck out of that. And they're on the air right now, and you'll get a chance to hear them in a minute. It's part of the Foxhole Morning Show here on 103.9 The Fox, Flint, Michigan, USA, home of the formerly crappy water and ugliest public building in the country. Best morning show on the market, though. It's called the Foxhole Morning Show with Johnny and Steph, and we'll hear from them. They're going to do a thing called Steph's Fox Flashback in just a couple of minutes. We'll chat during the music and the commercials. I do pronounce the R in February, and I don't pronounce the T in often. And we welcome all of our friends, the Hellraisers, from far and wide, like Eric in California, Culver City, where I had a relative who was visiting there weekend before last for a wedding, spoke highly of it. Mel is here from the other side of the world. It's almost over Monday there. Boss Lady has arrived from Alabama, where it's probably colder than hell, and Chris is here from New Mexico. So we're starting to get our troop together for a Monday to do some chatting and talking about food, because everybody here loves to do that. And I've got an added food item to one of our local establishments around here, which might interest you. It is a sweet treat, to be sure. But first, let's see. One of our problems is gone. The other one is still to be cleaned up. That was a while ago, too. Linda, Ohio, Kim, and Dale have all joined the party. Good morning to all you guys. And if you haven't yet done so, please like and subscribe. You guys all have, so I don't have to worry about you. But tell your friends to do it, because we're still trying to grow the group. Still got over 900 people we need to get.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail. You might not have heard.
It's 42 right now. My gosh, it's 26 here. It's only going to be 42 or so for a high, about 45 actually. But yeah, that's as warm as it's going to get here in Michigan today. And then after that, we're getting into the 60s and pushing toward maybe 80 by the end of the week. Sun's out, but it's just not going to warm anything all that much today. We've got this little valley where we're for 3 or 4 days in a row, hanging in the 40s, and then coming back into the 60s where we were last week. They were spoiling everybody for it. Happy Monday to Rachel, whose basketball team won yesterday in a charity event. She came back out of retirement after being a basketball star for years to lead Team AZ Who to a win over Team Basketball Jones. Workshop for answers to the questions that your family will be asked when you're horizontal. Visit cflegal.net for your seat. CF Legal, making your fight their fight. cflegal.net. Chronic knee pain can be the most debilitating physical challenge. How many points did you score in that game, Rach? I know you posted you hit a couple of hoops. What were your numbers? You didn't triple-double, did you? I was thinking maybe you had a shot at doing that. You were the only female playing in that game, so I thought, okay, triple-double coming right here. She's going to show them how it's done. 4 points, yes. Got a rebound and 1 assist. Well, okay, triple single. Good job. Hit all the stats. Here's Sharon to also congratulate you from Florida. Good morning, Sharon. 37 right now. Boy, it's warmer in southeastern Ohio than it is here. Damn. Only problem is right now we're still cleaning up a crash from earlier in Genesee Township, Belsey Road at Pearson Road. And so far, that's the only known slowdown around here. The freeways are fine. For updated Vehicle City traffic information any time of the day, you can check it out at classicfox.com/traffic. Whenever you run across a problem, you can tell us about it at 810-230-WRSR. That is 810-230-9777 to be a traffic tipster on 103.9 The Fox.
Roscoe Gee reunited in 1994 for a one-off tour. Listen to this. After a fan left a voicemail message at Bob Weir's hotel in Chicago during the Grateful Dead's 1992 Scaring the Children tour and suggested it would be cool if these guys toured with the Grateful Dead. And it happened. Whoa. They did open for them during that summer tour. It's 4:20, so let's get into it with traffic. It's Light Up or Leave Me Alone on 103.9 The Fox.
Sharon, as you guys know, the ones who've been here a long time, is the Pom Mom. And she says they are loving this cool weather in Florida where it's been cool. Cool. It's been really cool here for the last couple of days, but that's great that Florida is also experiencing that. Got some friends who've just come back from 4 months in Florida who said, yeah, it was pretty cool there. For Florida, this time of year was very cool. The thing that we've been dealing with here in Michigan is the wetness, the rain, the amount of rain we have had from March and April. This is the wettest spring in the history of Genesee and Saginaw counties, in the history of our two adjacent counties around here that our radio station primarily serves. This is the wettest spring it has ever been. We've gotten, and we still have, flooding all over the place. Not here, right close by, but as I drive along, I'm seeing people's lawns that are lakes right now. Lots of them. Lots of them are getting tornadoes. We had a stretch a couple weeks ago where we had 7 of them. Now, they weren't strong. The one was an EF1. That destroyed some stuff, some property. But that was it. We also had one a couple weeks before that was in not necessarily in our area as the recent ones were, but the other ones were in the primarily mid-southeastern part and southwestern part of the state, and they did unfortunately take the life of the mother of one of our Hellraiser people. You guys have been familiar with, anybody who's been here for quite some time, no Packer fan, and it was his mom who did not make it through the tornado that blew through there at one point a few weeks ago. Her home was right in the path of that thing. And that was like an EF4, 3 or 4, something like that. It's really tough one. In your case, in Florida, it is the driest drought in Florida in years. Wow. So we're getting the water that maybe you guys would normally get. What is today's date? It is 4:20. Johnny and Steph are all about that. All about that. Yeah, we've had quite a bit. We've had quite a bit of not so much tornadic activity. We've had more tornadoes. In fact, Johnny's talking about, I think we had 14 statewide this year, and we don't normally get that the entire spring, fall, summer thing. 1 day water in Florida. Yes, interesting. And tomorrow is your mom's 80th birthday. This has been a very birthday-full, birthday-saturated week. Steph's birthday was yesterday. Our cake queen came up with a creation which you all saw Friday ahead of time. She saw it when I sent that picture to her over the weekend, and her exclamation in response to that was, "That's incredible, wow." That was what she said. Johnny's birthday is this Thursday. Okay, Tina was not notified and couldn't find it. You couldn't find us. That's interesting. And we're going to show you another one. even though the guest of honor at the moment is not here because he hasn't been quite a while except for he's caught up with me on social media every once in a while, see some posts and stuff, but lately he hasn't been on with us because this is kind of a crazy time of day for him to be on. He's managing in retail, and you know how those schedules are. Guy works 23 hours a day. But Kate Queen came up with this. Our friend, the left-handed traffic reporter, that would be Billy D in Connecticut. And this was the creation that Kate Queen came up with for him. Continues to turn out these masterpieces. This was a huge birthday week. And so the weekend was busy over there. Get back to Johnny and Steph now.
Where that came from?
Are you celebrating already over there?
420, everybody happy 420. I said, yeah, no stuff. Not what I said, but okay. Anyway, yeah. Whatever you were saying, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
You're fine.
Continue your flow.
Yeah, I asked you if you were celebrating already.
No, not yet.
It's 420 somewhere, right?
Ever go to work high. Now,
Yeah,
I know
no.
that there's surveys out that say that a crazy number of people do, and I don't understand how you can even function that way.
I don't leave the house usually.
So when we're doing what we do, which is timed by the second, and which requires, clear thinking, it is impossible.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Now, I suspect, if I was just digging ditches, I don't know, maybe that would be easier.
Right.
To be high. It
Yeah,
might
yeah.
even be smarter, who knows?
Right.
But, yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
No, I couldn't either. All right, so now with the trivia question, the phone number always 810-230-9777. This is a request feature, so if there's something that I can play for you, maybe a birthday or an anniversary or maybe a song that you've not heard for a while, Steph, spelled S-T-E-P-H, at classicfox.com. I don't know what Steve fed the prize genie over the weekend, but man, oh man, we're stocked up again this week. We've got pairs of tickets for the World Expo of Beer. That goes on in Frankenmuth, May 15th and the 16th. We've got 4 tickets for the huge comedy show up at the Northern Center this coming Saturday. Melissa Hager and Tammy Pascatelli. She is hysterical. That's a 4-pack of tickets for that show. And then we've got tickets for Tigers Wednesday and Thursday as they take on the Brewers at 6:40. That's for the Wednesday game. For the Thursday game against the Brewers, that is an afternoon game at 1:10 p.m. And then we've got $20 gift certificates for freaking unbelievable burgers. So, all right, that's what you're playing for. Here's your question. What is the highest speed limit in the U.S.? Kind of a traffic-related question.
I actually know the answer to that.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, keep it to yourself, all right?
Yeah.
What is the highest speed limit in the U.S.? And no, it's not I-75. It's not I-69. It's not 475, and it's not US 23.
Except when you're in the middle of rush hour in Detroit. Yes, it is.
Well, I should have said
And all
maybe
of
the
us-
legal speed limit.
Exactly. There you go.
All right.
810-230-9777. Got a full load here going.
Good morning, the Fox. Do you know where the U.S.'s highest speed limit is?
Yeah, it's in Texas.
It is in Texas. Yeah, there's a 41-mile stretch of Texas State Highway. It's called I-30, also known as the Pickle Highway, or the Pickle Parkway, I'm sorry, and that is between Austin, Texas, and Houston. I've actually been on it.
What's the speed limit?
The speed limit is 85.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep,
We didn't
yeah.
say that, so.
Oh, no, the speed limit is 85, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and I've been on that.
Go ahead.
I've been on that highway, and they do not lie.
Well,
85 gives them permission to go 95.
I was just going to say, if it's like Michigan, that's they don't go 85.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's on our phone this morning?
This is Cameron DeRocher with Great Lakes.
How are ya?
Good, awesome. Doing great on this Monday morning now.
Good. What are you thinking as far as a prize, Cameron?
You said Wednesday was the night game for the Detroit Tigers?
Yep, it's a 6:40 p.m. start.
Yeah, let's do those Wednesday Detroit Tigers tickets.
All right, we're going to put your name on those, Cameron. You hang on tight. I need some info off the air. But who just hooked you up with those a 4-pack of tickets, great seats, to enjoy the Tigers this summer?
103.9 The Fox.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, what we're finding out is a boss lady needs padding, a helmet, and a first aid kit nearby when she does things on the weekend. Saturday, she stepped wrong. Extreme sharp pain through the right leg where the rod and 2 screws are. Injured ring finger and pinky on the left hand. Jeez. Whoop. Do. We talk about on this live stream a lot food. And there is an establishment in our area. It's called the Kersley Cone. It's in the Flint area, where they have unveiled a brand new 10-inch ice cream sandwich that weighs more than 6 pounds. And Sharon sounds like she also needs maybe protective gear when she goes out in cold Florida. This ice cream sandwich that weighs more than 6 pounds is one where customers can go there to the Kersley Cone and choose any flavor in the store to fill that sandwich. The co-owner, Tiffany, said that this new creation's already drawn plenty of attention, even as the store just opened. So she says, how do you cut it? How do you freeze it? Does your mouth fit around it? All the messages that they've gotten have suggested these people who want to come in there and try it are real enthusiastic about it. So consequently, they have to call in advance if they want to have one of those, because they build these things special order. These 10-inch, 6-pound ice cream sandwiches.
Anywhere in the world.
There it is, everybody. Download the Fox mobile app. The world's greatest website at ClassicFox.com.
Well, good morning, Roseville guy from Twitch, who's now under the name Mr. Greg DC over here. Usually watch on Twitch, but happy to see you too. Well, I'm glad that you're here and stay here, because we aren't on Twitch anymore. We aren't on Twitch anymore. We stopped doing that because of the technical glitches that constantly were pervading our live stream. The latest of which turned us upside down permanently. So we said, the hell with it. So we just moved over to TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and that's our schedule. So keep on coming back here to YouTube. So like and subscribe if you haven't yet done it, please. We are going to be here. TikTok from 6:30 to 7, as we've been doing in the Eastern Time Zone. Facebook, as we have been doing on the 7 to 7:30 block. And here on YouTube for an hour from 7:30 to 8:30 during the week, except for Fridays when we go a little longer. Okay? So we'd love to see you here all the time from Minnesota. Roseville, Minnesota. Have you guys been going through this low spot when it comes to high temperatures? Because we're doing that here in Michigan. Today's the last day, thankfully, of that. We've been doing 3 days in a row of hanging only in the 30s and 40s, going back into the 60s by tomorrow, and then staying there and rising from there up toward 80 by the time we get toward the end of the week. So everybody's looking forward to that again, because they're so used to and spoiled by the 60s and 70s of recent days that this 40-something, which would have been just a godsend if we were in the middle of winter, 40 degrees would have been overjoyous for us. But now it's considered back to Alaska type of weather again. Yeah, that's a high temp, 45 degrees today. That's it. That's what we got. Now, tomorrow it's going to be about 68. And then again, as I said, 60s for the rest of the week, toward 80, upper 70s at worst later in the week. You were at 78 last Wednesday and at 28 right now. So you're doing that same kind of cold front that we are, that cold snap thing. 28 right now. That's what Minnesota's, for all of us here in Michigan, we're thinking Minnesota's always 28 degrees, even in July. But okay, 78 last Wednesday, I believe that. That's terrific. All right, well, glad to see that you joined us once again here on 420 Day. Everybody's all big on that. It was 32 in Jersey when Tina got up, 32, so you're also going through that kind of thing. Have I tried whistling with my finger? Yes, and I can't. I've already given up trying to do that because that is something that some people can't whistle at all. I can, but not with my fingers. Let me give you a look at a bull mastiff because that is our smile source today on the 365 Dogs calendar. Every dog has his day or her day, and today Maggie has her day. She's a bull mastiff who lives in Massachusetts, Agawam, Massachusetts. You know, it's a big day over in the Boston area. In fact, all of Massachusetts. That might be part of the reason why we haven't seen Sween Dog. He may be sleeping in. It's like a big holiday over there. They got the Boston Marathon going on today. We got a guy from Flint who's running in his 57th one. 57th marathon, Boston Marathon, today. Big record there. Mark Bauman is his name. So good luck to him. And the Tigers are playing at 11 o'clock this morning. Because of that, the Red Sox always play at home, and they always play a game in the morning. And Tina's got a nephew who lives in Boston, so maybe enjoying the day off. Everybody must have the day off today. Back to the air.
Classic Rod, 103.9 to Fox. And Ariel there, taking it on the run at 7:56 here, 4 minutes in front of the top of the hour. This happened last week. You might have already heard about it. It's been kind of all over the internet. You talk to cops, sometimes you get the most tragic stories, and other times you get the most ridiculously funny stories. So this happened in suburban Cleveland, where cops...
Is he a runner?
...bemused after a welfare check's happy ending. Apparently around 6 o'clock on April 9th, police in Westlake, Ohio, alerted when a 91-year-old woman failed to answer her scheduled call from the city's automated check-in system. They didn't pick up when a dispatcher tried to call her phone either.
Oh, he is a runner.
A website called Cleveland.com. After the woman's daughter confirmed that she should be home and officers got no response at the door, they grew even more concerned.
I'll bet.
91 years old after all, so seeing her car in the garage and unable to reach her, they used a garage code to get inside where they found her perfectly fine in her bedroom engrossed in a bubble pop video game. Intent on topping her highest score, she didn't want to answer the door or the phone.
Just living her best life, man.
Yeah, it turned out it'll all be okay, according to Westlake Police Captain Jerry Vogel telling WEWS News. Everybody got a good laugh out of it. The woman said she was grateful to officers for checking on her, and the department used the incident to plug its Are You OK program, which gives enrollees a daily call, triggering a follow-up if there's no answer.
That's a great idea, though.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
I think it is, too. As we both celebrate birthdays this month.
Starting to feel a little more.
Yeah.
Mortality is creeping in on the Foxhole Morning Show, everybody. It's 7:58 for 10 hours.
News time.
He's as young as a spring chicken.
I feel that way. I do. I have felt 33 ever since I was 33. You don't even understand the question when I ask it. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't understand. When I say, how do you feel? How do you feel? I've asked this to everybody, and you gave me, Steph gave me the kind of answer that I get a lot, and it doesn't answer the question. She says it depends on the day. Today I feel 47. Okay? When I'm looking out of my eyes, I'm looking at the same world I saw when I was 33 years old. I might feel different looking at people who look a lot older than I feel. Like you.
Actually, yes. I look a lot older than you feel?
Yes.
Gee, thanks, Hal.
I'm being honest. Everybody looks older than I feel they should be.
My birthday week, I was expecting to get some nice things said to me like that. That's very nice.
Hal's right, though. The best way to be reminded of your age is to look at your peers.
Yeah.
Because they are kind of the mirror that reflects you.
Yeah.
So when I look in the mirror at home, I don't feel 63.
When I'm out and about and I see people that I have not seen for a while of the same age, it reminds me as to how old I am, actually. I get it, Hal.
Yeah.
So if I stand hanging out with kindergartners, I'm going to be...
You're going to feel so much older, yes.
I feel older?
Yeah. In comparison, yes.
Thank goodness. All these theories. Look, I just go through life smiling. That's the best way to do it. Just go and as best you can, and this is the hardest thing in the world to do.
And being today is 420 Day, you're smiling even more, aren't you?
Hopefully I will be, yes, eventually. eventually. I don't have to be over at Susky this afternoon, so some other appointments to take care of. But I think I can do those, and I'm going to the grocery store for crying out loud. I can pretty much handle
Gotta
that.
get those munchies, right?
Yeah, but
What is one munch on 420?
I eat everything, you know me, but I'm trying these days to snack smarter with, paleo style snacking. So, and I love that stuff, by the way. It's just more work. It's easier to throw something in the microwave and then eat it than it is to cut up a bunch of salami and cheese and things like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I like to picture you with the orange Cheeto fingers.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit smarter about that stuff, all right? But that said, I'll still eat that. You'll still see that, I'm sure.
Did we ever get to the news? I don't think we've got.
We haven't, and Johnny hasn't gained a pound since he started eating all this stuff years ago.
So unfair.
Lucky.
Hey.
Very lucky. Got good genetics, all right? Over to the elbow right now.
All of this BS over with. Here's Hal Maas.
5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox, brought to you by Fox Big Deals. 103.9 The Fox wants you to save up to 50% at your local favorite local businesses, restaurants, services, and more. It's Fox Big Deals. Visit foxbigdeals.com or click the link at classicfox.com. Like Fox Big Deals on Facebook. Family and friends of Frank Livingston mourning his passing as city leaders announced last Friday the chair of the Owasso Planning Commission died last Wednesday. And so to honor and remember his contribution to the city, the flag at Owasso City Hall is going to be flying at half-staff today. An attempted U-turn last Thursday afternoon turning deadly in Gratiot County as a 36-year-old woman reportedly tried to make that U-turn at North State Road and West Jackson Road in Pine River Township, was broadsided by a vehicle containing 2 people from St. Louis, a 53-year-old female driver and her 88-year-old male passenger, who had to be rushed to the hospital with injuries, later died from those injuries. A mass shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana under investigation now as a man identified as Shamar Elkins killed 8 children, 7 of them his own, in what authorities describe as a domestic violence incident. Elkins was later killed by police as he fled in a carjacked vehicle, and the children who were killed were between the ages of 18 months and 12 years. President Trump saying that a U.S. Navy destroyer attacked and seized an Iranian cargo ship that defied an American blockade of Iran ports, posing a fresh threat to the fragile ceasefire that's set to expire this week. Trump announcing the attack hours after a House official said that the U.S. was dispatching a high-level delegation that includes Vice President J.D. Vance to peace talks in Pakistan, even as Iranian state media said Tehran has not yet agreed to a meeting. Pistons dropped Game 1 of their playoff series to the Orlando Magic, 112-101. Game 2 coming up Wednesday at Little Caesars Arena. Tigers beat the Red Sox 6-2 and will play them one more time this morning in Boston. That's an 11 a.m. game. Great Lakes Loons lost to Dayton 6-5, and Tyler Reddick won for the 5th time already this NASCAR season. He took the race at Kansas Motor Speedway. And to cap this one off, gas prices in Michigan down 15 cents a gallon from a week ago. As AAA Michigan reports, the statewide average price for a gallon of regular unleaded is now at $3.83, among the least expensive places to fill up right now, relatively speaking. Flint, where the average sits at $3.69, Saginaw, where it's $3.73. And that's 5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox. Do have a freeze warning in effect until 11 o'clock this morning, with the forecast calling for plenty of sunshine most of the day, although our temperatures are going to stay relatively chilly, only topping out around 45 as our cold pattern is going to finish up today. Relatively calm winds from the north-northwest, about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Clouds moving into the area tonight, temps dropping to around 34, and then it's sunshine tomorrow, although there's a chance we'll encounter some scattered sprinkles in the morning. It's going to be much warmer, too, as we're going to reach around 68. So Wednesday, more sunshine and 66. Right now, we've got sunshine outside here. It's 28 in Flint, and in Saginaw, also 28.
Classic Rock Authority.
103.9. All right, so your birthday, born in the 60s yesterday. My birthday's Thursday, born in the 50s, so we're taking some of that old slang and playing with it. So this song is called Foxy Lady, which might have been called Dreamboat Lady back in the 60s or 50s. Or you sing Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
Okay. Yes. As I said, I want to always make sure that people fully understand the question when I ask them, how old do you feel? Because we never talk about how old you are when we're celebrating birthdays. And we're celebrating a bunch of them this week. A lot of them. Steph's yesterday, Johnny's later this week. We got some of the Hellraisers. Got 3 of them this week alone. So that's why the Cake Queen has been working fingers to the bone to try to crank these cakes out. We had one for Billy D that we were taking a look at earlier, and we got another one coming up tomorrow. Tim Fan, who also has one this week, is now here. He's our resident roofer, but he does way more than just that. And Packer Fan made him a furnace guy on top of being a roofer. Tim Fan, you want to be here later this week because the Cake Queen has come up with a cake for you also. So you want to see that. You want to see that. Because it's pretty creative. I will show you again the one that she came up with for Billy D, who is our left-handed traffic reporter from Connecticut. And a big, well, he's just busy all the time. So there's never enough hours in the day for him, but he does have a cake dedicated to him as well. And that's him. Billy D from Connecticut. Somebody let him know that he's being celebrated today, because I don't know how often he gets to be celebrated, but he's got it. And that's the cake that's going to show that. We'll have another one coming up tomorrow for another one of our long timers. Very creative as well. We're going to be showing tomorrow the cake that was made specifically for our Secretary of Education, Bonzo, who has also become incredibly busy, because not only is she in our education system for like 27 years as a teacher, but her daughter started this year as a teacher. And so the apple does not fall far from the tree. And of course, the challenge is going to be the same for her daughter as they've been for her over the course of years. When is Steph going to Metallica? I don't know what the specific date is for that. She's going to be seeing him at the Sphere in Las Vegas. She's got the tickets and ready to go. I think she's going with her daughter. I can't remember that, but I think that's it. Thinks that's who it is. Rachel's here. Did you miss the crossword? No, we got to start that. We got a brand new one. Got a brand new crossword puzzle. So I suppose it would behoove us to at least take a look at it, because we did get a start on it, so that you can at least have something to work off of. I see Rob Suka is here once again. Okay, here we go. This is last week we went from the top. We pre-filled all of the top squares. All right, this time, and the bottom squares. This time we went left and right. We went down the left down columns to get started. The name of the puzzle this week is Elder Foothark. The shaded squares spell out an old Germanic form of writing. An old Germanic form of writing. This one might be a bit of a challenge to get to you. We'll find out. I'll tell you what, let's start with something that you absolutely have a slam dunk to get with these. Let's go right away to this one over here. 17 across. It's only 3 letters. It starts with an O. Do we need to know German? Maybe kind of walking in through the back door, you might be able to learn a little bit on this one. Even if you don't know any. 17 across. Eric's jumping the gun here, because this is it. Artistic Yoko. Artistic Yoko. Didn't even have the clue and already knew that was where we were going with that one. O-N-O. There you go. Artistic Yoko. And I mean, that artistic really needs to be put in question marks. I'm going to put in quotation marks. I'm going to do that. Artistic Yoko. And put that in question marks or quotation marks. All right. What else can we do here? Where else can we go to find some quick answers? How about up here? Number 1 across. Starts with an E. 4 letters. Banna with rolls. Banna with rolls. E blank blank blank. What do we think that one is? That's an E, by the way. Again, it's not hard for me. That's an E. That's an E. And it is Eric. Look at that. Of course he had to get it. Of course he had to get it. It's Eric. Would have been super disappointed if that hadn't happened. Pronounced Banya. Okay, so in other words, you're familiar with this thing. With rolls. I have no idea what that means. Zero idea what that means. Mel cannot see Eric. Why can't Mel see Eric, Eric? Let's go down to 4 down. 4 down. 3 letters. Furry purrer. Ha! Furry purrer. 4 down. C blank blank. Furry purrer. He's an actor. No wonder I don't know who it is. No wonder I don't know who it is. Eric is still unlocking people. That's the thing going on over there. C blank blank. Furry purrer.
Flint's Classic Rock 103.9 The Fox. Is this love?
Sheila says cat. Guess what? That's right. That's right. Back to the puzzle after we go to the air.
Anyway, what about Comerica Park's new name?
I don't know.
Fifth Third is working on this. Since Fifth Third Bank acquired Comerica last October, it began phasing out the Comerica brand in February. It's been clear Comerica Park's days under their current name are numbered. But what is the newly named park to be called? Evaluating different names, according to what they're saying. They have some revealed. They said they will have some revealed in the future, according to the president, Steve Davis, told the Wall Street Journal, I think, this week. Anyway, he said, we haven't finalized this yet. He said, I think we've got some pretty good options that we're going to roll out. We're talking to all the focus groups and our really smart marketing people to make sure it's going to be a good name. You know, I think we ought to... I would like to get away from all of these. Of course, you know, the problem is you're charging them money for it so they can name it whatever they
And
want.
usually millions and millions of dollars,
Right.
right?
So, I mean, I get why they want to name it something that makes sense. They're
Yeah.
investing a lot of money in it. It's all about brand recognition,
Right.
and I get all of that. But
I know, but who wants to say Fifth Third Bank Park?
that's the point.
Yeah.
And it just, if they start to do stuff like that, it gets very hard. Hal's got something to say about this, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know how you went back to Pine Knob after you spent 10 years at DTE, right?
Yeah.
How about doing Tiger Stadium powered by Fifth Third Bank?
There you go.
Oh, that's brilliant,
There
Hal.
you go. There you go. I
Yeah.
think that's a great idea. That would be. Fifth Third is already a familiar name in sports sponsorships, including Fifth Third Field in Toledo,
Right.
which is like the home of the Tigers AAA affiliate. Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati, home of the University of Cincinnati basketball teams. Fifth Third Stadium near Atlanta, home of the Kennesaw State Athletics, and Fifth Third Arena in Chicago, the Chicago Blackhawks practice
Yeah.
facility. So they do this Fifth Third thing all over the place, but I like Hal's idea a lot. Tiger Stadium powered by Fifth Third.
I like that a lot. Because God knows there will be enough signage so that you don't forget
Right.
who actually sponsors that arena, but...
Go back to Comerica's original name. Way back in 1849, it was founded as Detroit Savings Fund Institute.
Oh, say that quickly.
DSFI Field.
There you go.
I don't know.
That doesn't... Yeah.
No, that doesn't work either. Comerica Park opened in 2000, Hal.
Yeah, at one point, Comerica Park used to be, Comerica Bank used to be known as Bank of the Commonwealth, and my dad spent 35 years working there.
Oh, did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Other ballparks built in the same era have changed names during their tenures. Cleveland's Progressive Field was once Jacobs Field. Houston's Dakin Park was previously Minute Maid Park, and before that, Enron Field. And Seattle's T-Mobile Park was formerly known as Safeco Field, so this happens all the time. It's happened around here quite a bit over that one property right there on Birch Run Road. That was the auditorium. Then it
Yeah.
was. Then it became a. It's now a Camper World, but it was Frankenmuth I think it was a Franklin Entertainment Center for a while. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, how many names has the Dort Financial Center had?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's constant. So they're going to have a new one at Fifth Third. I don't know what it's going to end up being, but I think Hal's idea is actually the best one. Tiger Stadium powered by Fifth Third Bank. I would love to see that. Don't count on it, but I would love to see it. Hal, make sure you send it to them so in case they do use it, they owe you money.
Absolutely.
That's a great idea. It's 8:15. The Fox Morning Show. Johnny Burke and Steph still to come. All righty, coming up. Yeah, this. By the way, in just a second here, I'm going to have this for you. University of Michigan is literally winning everything this year, and they just won another one. And we'll explain what that is coming up here. When Hal does his traffic, I'll have that information for you coming up on the Fox.
This hour is a service of Genesee County Parks, and spring is calling. Get outside at Genesee County Parks. From fresh trails to peaceful lakes, there's something new to explore every day. For more info, visit GeneseeCountyParks.org. Got joint pain holding you back? It's time for some real talk.
Johnny is a chatty Catholic. Well, yeah. I mean, he's been doing that for 53 years. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? Right? Traffic coming up. Just a second here. Oh, okay, here. That's not going to be a problem. Let's see, we got that one. That's still working on that one.
Live from the Dort Financial Center in Flint on April 25th. Bell time at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at pureprowrestling.net. Brought to you by Studio 42 Tattoos, Podcast, Rattle and Roll, Vitamin Shop, Advanced America, Goodfellas Pizzeria, Media Reload, 810 Munchies, and the Vascular Institute of Michigan.
Spring is finally here, and it's time for a fresh start. Upgrade your drive at Shea Chevrolet with 2026 models, better technology, and offers that make it easy to say yes. Like the Chevy Equinox for $299 a month.
Welcome to all who are here, either on purpose or by accident, because we get both around here on our live stream as we go through the gamut of TikTok, then Facebook, and then YouTube. Johnny's birthday is coming up Thursday. He will have a special cake for the occasion, as will Tim Fan have for his occasion, which is later this week. As Billy D did today, and as Steph did yesterday. She's blown away by the cake she got. Floors mopped, and got you up early. Look at this. I'm telling you what, early to bed, early to rise, and that old healthy, wealthy, wise, and floor mop thing really kind of works, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Right?
Spring in Michigan. The snow melts, the sun hangs around a little longer, and suddenly everybody's back on the road again, which is great until a little bump or fender bender gets in the way. If that happens, take a breath and take it to Auto Collision, your local trusted source for collision repair. From dents and dings to major collision work, the team at Auto Pride Collision will get your vehicle looking.
Everything got swept. Good stuff.
Because around here, when something happens to your vehicle, people know
Love
they
it.
can count on Auto Pride Collision, proudly serving Birch Run, Mount Morris, Flushing, Hemlock, and Grand Blanc.
Traffic. 3.9. The Fox.
Vehicle City Traffic.
Genesee Township, we're still working a crash as we've been for several hours now at Belsey Road and Pearson Road, and so far that is the only slowdown spot that we can detect. Nothing else has been reported anywhere on the freeways or the surface streets, but throughout the day for updated Vehicle City traffic info, check it out at classicfox.com/traffic. Whenever you run across a problem, let us know about it at 810-230-WRSR. That is 810-230-9777 to be a traffic tipster on 103.9 The Fox.
Hal, can we? What awards do we all have now at University of Michigan this year? They have won so many athletic championships this year.
Yeah.
And they just picked up another one. I don't even know if you know about this one because this is a little bit under the radar. But the U of M captured their first Intercollegiate Tennis Association National Wheelchair Tennis Championship on Sunday.
Look at that.
They win everything.
Yeah.
Hockey, they didn't win the national championship in hockey, unfortunately, but
Got to the Frozen Four. They got that far.
They got, yeah, didn't they get to the, it was the four they lost out of, though. They didn't even get to the final, did they?
Yeah, they didn't get to the final.
Yeah, but they did, we've got all of the other championships the last couple of years. They had the football championship, the national title there.
Basketball.
They can't seem to lose anything. So now they won this National Wheelchair Tennis Championship from the Intercollegiate Tennis Association, defeating defending champion Alabama at the United States Tennis Association National Campus in Orlando. The top-seeded Wolverines swept through pool play without dropping a point, defeating Cincinnati and Houston before advancing past Auburn 2-0 in the semifinals, Michigan clinching the championship title by winning the doubles point and splitting singles matches against Alabama. Michigan is on a roll.
Yeah, they are.
Even all the way down, filtered all the way down. It's incredible. All right, got some AC/DC for you now. Money Talks on 103.9 The Fox. Good morning.
Back to the puzzle. Back to the puzzle. Let's go now. We're starting off really hot. Let's go down from 2 down. No, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's move over one more. Let's move to 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. And our clue is clueless and unaware. Clueless and unaware. 3 down. It starts with an I, blank, blank, O, blank, 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 blank. Clueless, unaware. 3 down. I, blank, blank, O, blank, 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 blank. Clueless, unaware. Slyman says he's stumped. Let's take a 12 across and see if that helps with that. 12 across, which is counteract. Counteract. Starts with an N. N blank blank A blank blank. Counteract. 6 letters. Counteract, that's the clue, Rob Suka. What's the word that we're looking for? Starts with N. Blank blank A blank blank. How come it says I got my calendar, it says April, dude. Which means something happened in April. Perhaps you said it anyway. That way. And we wrote it down that way. April 28th. Was that you, Rob Suka? April 28th? See, one of the things I'm trying to get together is some of the birthdays that got away when my phone had to be changed to the new one. Because I was using an old calendar entry, which did not transfer to this one. Yours is June 17th, huh? Is that true, Rob Suka, or are you just playing with us? Because sometimes you do that with the weights, when you're doing the weights. Well, Chris, get your grandma to come over here and hang with us, and then we'll give her a cake to celebrate with. Oh, it's true, Rob Suka. Okay. Once again, let's go to this one. 3 down. Clueless, unaware. Clueless, unaware. I blank blank O blank 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 blank. Right there. And this one, 12 across, to try to help with this going down. 12 across is counteract. N blank blank A blank blank. I'm going to go over to 5 down and see if we can get something going on over here, since you guys are not coming up with anything for us today. 5 down is freeway divider. Freeway divider. 5 down, 6 letters, freeway divider. Well, this is turning into a rather uninteresting YouTube session for the people who are watching us who normally don't, and we don't really want that, so we're going to move on. Medians, Mel says, is correct. Well, 1 anyway, medians, so we got that. So we'll mark that down. MEDIAN, that included one of our shaded squares.
Jacket, of course. Man. So I promised these guys a shout out for the exceptional service that I got at General RV. Not just last Sunday when I picked it up, but Friday through all of that flooding that they're going through. Their customer service was spot on perfect. So I want to thank Jesse, who actually helped me to pick the perfect model. Archie did the financing. That was flawless. And then the Huber brothers got me through the picking up of it and telling me it was a first-time RV camper, what I needed to know. Great customer service. For these guys, it's Tom Petty. Learn to fly.
All right. And General RV, of course, is our sponsor for our trips to Kingston. Wherever we go, they always give us an RV to use as our studio.
Yeah.
They're wonderful people.
Up in Birch Run. Go see them.
This is for them. Tom Petty on 103.9 The Fox.
Okay. And you know what? That's going to wrap it up for today. Have yourself a pleasant, peaceful, productive rest of your day, since it's Monday. A lot of people having trouble getting started, but we'll come back tomorrow morning at 6:30 Eastern Time Zone on TikTok. And then sashay on over to Facebook from 7 to 7:30 tomorrow morning, and then finish it up with the hour that we have here on YouTube between 7:30 and 8:30. Okay? There we go. Thank you so much for your attendance, your attention, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning whenever you choose to join us with folks that we call the Owl Raisers. Okay? Okay.